Hello my dear students, welcome to my channel Learning Hub. So agenda of this video is tuple operation and tuple functions. Tuple operation will further include joining the two tuples, slicing, comparison, packing and unpacking tuples, deleting, and then tuple functions, len, max, min, count, index and tuple. So we are going to start with a small program. So this is the program which will demonstrate all these operations. Slicing and concatenation and replication also I have told you many times in string, in list, and in previous video also. Kindly go to my previous video to see details about all these operations. So this is the tuple, first tuple that contains two integer value, then float value, then string value, then again a tuple and an integer. This is another tuple. So this shows the slicing 2 to 5, that is from index 2 to 4. Upper limit is exclusive, so it will print from 2, that is from 3.4 to this tuple. So because the length of this indexing is like 0, 1, 2. So it will start from here 3.4 2, 3, 4 to 2, 3. Similarly, negative indexing -5 to 4. -5 means negative indexing starts from last element, that is -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. So it will start from 3 and go up to -2. Upper limit is exclusive, so it will go up to here from this to this. These will be the 3 elements. Then concatenation means joining the two tuples. This tuple 1, 2, 3, 4 will result in the tuple that contains all the elements of both the tuples. I'll run this program to show you. You can see the slicing, then negative slicing, then joining the tuple, and then finally replication also. 1, 2 into 2 will return 1, 2, 1, 2 2 times. The number of times is given by the integer. So after that, tuple comparison t is greater than 1. You can see that number of elements are more than number of elements in t1. So obviously it is greater than t1. So it will return this statement, t1 is greater than t2, will return true. Comparison can be done using relational operator, that is greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to and not equal to. Another comparison, t is equal to t1, whether both the tuples are equal or not. So you can see both the tuples are not equal, so it will return false. You can see the output true and then false. Now again you can see the next unpacking. You can see here unpacking means, tuple unpacking means that we are assigning the values to the variables on left hand side. As tuple t1 contains the three values, that is 1, 2 and 3. So we have to, if we want to store these variables in different variables, we can assign in this way. We have to take care that number of variables on left hand side should be equal to the length of tuple, because here number of elements in t1 is 3, so we should have 3 variables in this 3 variables on left hand side. See, if I will remove one variable, that is 2 variables on left hand side and 1 on right hand side, in this case it will generate an error. You can see this error, unpacking too many values. You can see the error will be there. So we have to take care that we should use as many variables as we have the elements in a tuple. Now after this you can see a is equal to a. I have tried to print the value of variable as a will contain 1, b will contain 2 and c will contain 3. I'll show you function f5. So you can see a will contain 1. So if you want to change the value, as tuples are immutable and you want to change the value, in that case you can just change the value of these variable and again assign it to the tuple a, b, c, Now you can see the changed tuple. I'll show you. You can see the original tuple was this, and because we changed the value and assigned it again, it will become this. So this is the changed tuple. So this is a second program which will demonstrate the functions, tuple functions. So this is the tuple which I have used to demonstrate all the functions. The first statement will print the length of tuple, which you have already used len function. Len function will return the length of string or the list or the tuple. So it will display obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It will display 7. I'll run this program. You can see the length of tuple is 7. Next will display the maximum element in the tuple, that this function max t will return the maximum element in the tuple. In this we have to take care all the elements should be of same type, either numeric or a string. So we cannot, because we cannot compare a number with a string. Suppose we can use integer and float as well together. Here I have used integer also and float also. Then it will not generate an error. But if I'll convert it into string, in that case it will generate an error because it will not be able to compare string and integer. So we have to use either integer type and float together or string separately. So this next one is same goes for minimum element also, min and max. Both the function returns the minimum value in the tuple and maximum value in the tuple. You can see it here. Then index function returns the index of a particular element in the list. Like suppose we want to find the index of 4 in the list. 4 in the list. So as we have 3 4s, it will return the index of this first 4 in the list. I'll show you. You can see it is index is 1. Though we have 3 4s, it will return index of the first 4 it will see. Next is the number of time 4 is repeated, means number of time 4 occurs. Achha, one more thing, that if suppose we are trying to access index of any element which does not exist in the list, it will generate an error. I'll show you. I'll run this program. You can see the error x not in tuple, means the number which we are searching is not in tuple. So you have to take care that if you want to search any element, it should exist, that particular value should exist in the tuple. Next thing is the number of times 4 is in tuple, that is it is 3 times, so it will return 3. I'll again run this function f5. You can see it is occurring 3 times. Now comes deleting an element from the list. Suppose from the tuple, as tuples are immutable, we cannot delete any element from the tuple. So so if you want to delete any element, I have already told you, you have to first unpack it, delete it, and then again remove it, and then again convert it into list, and then repack it. So, and tuple is a function. Tuple is a function that is used to convert any particular list to a tuple. You can see here, this was the list. I have to convert it into tuple. The tuple is a function that can be used to convert it into a tuple. This list will be converted to tuple. I'll show you the output. You can see it will be converted. Now I'll show you how to delete an element. Suppose you want to delete any particular element, first convert it into a list. Suppose L is equal to, I'll convert it into list T1, then del L of, suppose I want to delete first element, and then I can convert it into tuple once again. The same name I can use. T1 is equal to tuple L, and then print ty. Function F5. You can see this deleted now, and now the new tuple is 9 0. So my dear students, I hope you understood the concept. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell icon. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.